Need a crowd-pleasing snack to serve those sports fans watching the game on TV? I'll show you how to make my beer and sausage sliders. Vegetarian, of course, on Vegetarian Cooking for Carnivores. Welcome to Vegetarian Cooking for Carnivores, a meat lover's guide to fabulous vegetarian cooking. I'm Bonnie Antonini. Go to any Oktoberfest celebration and you'll find beer and sausage. These flavors just naturally go together well. So I created a slider that combines the two using my beer bread recipe from episode 14 and vegetarian sausage patties. They make a wonderful snack when you're watching the game or a tasty grab-and-go breakfast. They're fast and easy to put together, but do allow 25 minutes for baking. And they freeze well, so you can make them ahead of time and then quickly zap them in the microwave. Don't bother writing down the recipe now. As usual, I'll have it printed at the end of the video where you can push pause and copy it then. For now, just watch and listen. The first thing to do is to bake the sausage patties. I like to use Morningstar brand sausage patties. I love the flavor and they're the perfect size for this recipe. But if you have another brand that you prefer to use, go ahead and use that. This recipe makes 12 sliders, so you'll need 12 sausage patties. Bake them in the oven at 375 degrees for a total of 15 minutes, turning them once after 7 minutes. When they're done, set the hot cookie sheet on the stove until you're ready to use the patties. But leave the oven on because we're going to be baking the sliders in that same 375 degree oven. While the sausage patties are baking, grease a 12-cup muffin pan. And if you're going to be using cheese, slice it into 1-inch squares, maybe 1/4 of an inch thick. I like to use a medium cheddar or maybe a smoked Gouda. Just make sure you have the cheese and the muffin tin ready to go before we mix the batter, because once that batter is mixed, the dough begins to rise pretty quickly, so you want to assemble it as fast as possible. Now it's time to make the beer bread batter. Try saying that 3 times fast. Into a bowl, put 3 cups of self-rising flour, and make sure you're using self-rising flour. Just a quick note to those of you out there who are new to baking. To properly measure flour, don't take your measuring cup and scoop it into the flour. That's going to compact the flour too much. Instead, scoop the flour into the measuring cup, piling it high with flour. Then take a knife with a flat side and pat it several times onto the measuring cup. This will get rid of any air pockets. Level off the excess flour with your knife. And make sure you use a dry ingredients measuring cup in which you put your ingredients all the way to the top like this. A measuring cup with a handle and a spout is for liquid ingredients. Now stir 3 tablespoons of sugar into the flour. Pour in 1 bottle of room temperature beer and mix until the flour is incorporated into the beer. You can use any kind of beer that you like. Just be aware that the beer flavor will come through, so make sure you're using a beer that you like. Now take about a rounded tablespoon of the batter and put it in the bottom of each muffin cup. No need to measure, just put enough to cover the bottom, about 1/4 of an inch thick. You want the bulk of the dough on top. Next, place your cheese, if you're using it, and press it gently into the batter to help spread the dough out. Then layer on the sausage patties. Finally, top with the remaining beer bread batter. There's exactly enough batter for 12 sliders, so if you get to the last one and there's still some extra batter, add more batter to them evenly. The batter's kind of thick, so spread it out a bit with 2 spoons. Now bake them at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 minutes until the top is golden brown. Once they're done, take them out of the pan and serve. You might need to use a knife to help coax them out. If you're using Morningstar brand sausage patties, at this point they have 3 different kinds: the original, hot and spicy, and maple flavors. Today I'm using 6 of the original and 6 of the hot and spicy. Both of these are fabulous in this recipe. I haven't tried the maple yet. To me, it doesn't sound like it would go very well with the beer batter, but if you're feeling adventurous, go ahead and give it a try and let me know. If you'd like to learn more about vegetarian cooking for carnivores or to view past episodes, go to my website, vegetariancookingforcarnivores.wordpress.com. And for you Facebookers out there, go to my Facebook page called Vegetarian Cooking for Carnivores, click on the like button, and you'll automatically receive my new videos. Well, that's all for today. I have some hungry sports fans waiting for these. I'm Bonnie Antonini, and we'll see you next time on Vegetarian Cooking for Carnivores.